happened to the Izzy? I believe is the gentleman's name.
He was a bodyguard for Busta Rhymes back in the day. Izzy used to work for me.
Okay.
Izzy worked for me, but he worked for some other people too. I know Izzy well. He was at an event where there was a video shoot up and there was a shootout.
How long has it been like this known about Busta Rhymes?
Well, I knew about this like in 2012. I knew about this in 2012.
How come you think nobody else speaks up on it or says anything?
Because, bro, these people admire these people so much. They want to make sure they in the section, they at the club, they at the video shoot, they can get backstage. That matters most to them. That matters so much to people. It's crazy. Like, but if you notice, like, it's countless videos of Busta Rhymes getting mad at females for just being girls. This girl touched him one time, he go crazy, throw a drink on her and everything. See what I'm saying? Like, what? Why you getting mad at females? You go to these guys, they in the club, go to their section. It's all men in the section. That ain't weird to nobody. I'm going to the bar, sorry. Text me if it get dangerous. But there's all this club security in here, like nothing's finna happen. Nobody wanna kill you guys, bro. Like, when I get jobs from people who really got a threat on their life, I move way different.
Busta Rhymes' past is catching up, fast. And this time, there's no hiding, no dodging, and no more weak excuses. 2 of his longtime bodyguards are dead, and the silence around their shocking deaths is way louder than any track he's ever dropped. These weren't random crimes. These weren't unlucky flukes. And if you still think that, you're about to get hit with the real story. Because behind the lights, the fame, and those platinum plaques lies something way darker. Yeah, we know Busta's had his share of public rage moments and wild headlines. But that's only the surface. Behind the scenes, there's been a storm of alleged violent outbursts and straight-up intimidation, stuff that's been swept under the rug for way too long, and even with all that heat, none of it touches the secret these 2 men might have been silenced for, exposing. This ain't gossip. This ain't some clickbait drama. These are chilling patterns, real bodies, and serious questions that all seem to lead back to just one name: Busta Rhymes.
Tell me at least, why has it been so complicated to close that case?
Because of the people that were involved. And you have high-profile rappers that were involved in a dispute where a person got shot, and there's other celebrities at this event that would have to be brought into court. And to be honest with you, I know a lot about that. I know more probably than anybody about what happened. However, it's been stalemate for many years. It's a tough case because a lot of people are gonna have to be brought in. And it's gonna have to be done by the government. It can't be done by a state local attorney.
So now, it's time to uncover the truth hiding in plain sight. Let's break down the eerie mystery around these 2 fallen men, and the one huge question that still has no answer. All the public knows right now, 2 trusted bodyguards, men who were literally hired to take bullets for Busta, ended up dead. And both cases, still covered in mystery. Let's rewind to 2008. One of Busta's closest security guards, Jermaine Black Williams, vanished.
They call them fun boys. They'll say, we gotta have some fun boys in the section for Busta. Bro, Busta Rhymes wanted him in his section so bad. Like, what? Pulled him to the section, like through the rope, and tucked him off in the corner. So I'm looking like, well, he ain't come with us.
Just hours later, his body was found in Queens' Ozone Park, New York. According to official reports, he was shot several times and wrapped in a sheet. Cops noticed blood in his parked SUV nearby, but no one's ever been arrested. Not a single soul. And where was Busta? Out in Europe at the time. But this wasn't just some weekend hire from the internet. Jermaine had Busta's back for over 8 years. That's nearly a decade of guarding the man, keeping threats away, and witnessing a side of Busta the world never sees. He wasn't just some guy in a black shirt. He was loyal. He saw it all. Every secret, every shady move, every behind-the-scenes moment, and still, nothing. No statement from Busta, no public condolences to Jermaine's kids, just cold silence, not a word. Now let's rewind even further. February 2006. Another man from Busta's tight circle meets a tragic end. His name? Israel Ramirez. And he wasn't some rookie. He held Busta down for over 10 years. That's more than loyalty. That's practically family. But during the shoot for the Touch It remix video in New York, things went south fast. Chaos erupted when a scuffle between fans escalated out of nowhere. In the middle of the madness, Ramirez was shot. Right there, on set, in front of people. And somehow, he's the only one who ended up dead. That ain't no random incident. That smells like someone planned it out. Clean and quiet. Word on the street, Ramirez saw too much, and because of that, he got taken out. What happened next made it all worse. The NYPD kicked off an investigation trying to figure out who fired the shot, but when they came knocking on Busta's door, he shut it in their faces. No testimony.
I like to speak on situations that I'm not well versed in, and that's not really my situation. You know what I'm saying? But I wish the best for everyone involved. God bless everyone involved. And, you know, I think that we should all kind of be a little more mindful of how much we speak on other things when it's as sensitive as this.
No names, no help at all. The public tore into him for it. And who could blame them? Ramirez gave a whole decade of his life to protect Busta, and when justice could have been served, Busta chose silence. Then, 5 months later, Busta finally speaks. But not to bring closure to Ramirez's grieving family. Nah, he spoke up just to defend why he stayed quiet. Cold. Now think about it. 2 loyal men, both murdered, both close to Busta, both cases unsolved. That's not bad luck. That's a serious pattern. Investigators tried to say these 2 events were unrelated, but years later, people ain't buying that anymore. The whispers are growing louder. And the reason folks are finally speaking up? Because Busta's secret life is starting to come undone. To really get it, we gotta go deeper. Buckle up, because the names that are about to get pulled into this, you won't believe it. Major celebrities, ones you'd never expect, allegedly tangled in a scandal so messy, it's blowing up fast. And right in the center of it, Busta's alleged connection to Diddy. Rumors say Busta's been living double. One public life and another way more twisted. And he was so deep in that world, he'd rather eliminate threats than risk exposure. But now that Diddy's being exposed, everything's cracking open. And what's even crazier, some secrets haven't even dropped yet. 50 Cent's already been leading the charge, calling out Diddy left and right. But now, word is Busta's name is next in line. And guess what? Sources claim Busta is heated because allegedly, explosive footage of him is about to surface in 50's upcoming Diddy doc. Something real messy. Not too long ago, one of Busta's former bodyguards, Big Homie CC, dropped a bombshell that had folks doing double takes. He claimed Busta had a whole other side he kept tucked away. Said Busta was deep into fun boy territory, and according to CC, it wasn't even a secret. Word is club promoters were in the loop. Anytime Busta hit the scene, VIP wasn't just bottles and dancers. It came pre-stocked with hand-picked male company. Yeah, that kind of party. And now, the streets are buzzing that 50 Cent got real footage to prove it. Allegedly from one of Diddy's infamous late-night throwdowns. Footage that reportedly shows Busta and Diddy wilding out in an uncensored, no-limits kind of freak show with multiple men. Sources even say the guys in the video weren't randoms. They were paid to be there. But it gets crazier. Several men have come forward claiming Busta allegedly made them feel real uncomfortable, saying he'd slide up with that let's party vibe, but not the regular turn-up. We're talking that Diddy-level invite. And now with 50 Cent steering the wheel of an upcoming Netflix documentary already being hyped as Surviving Diddy 2.0, Busta's name is being thrown right into the fire.
How long has it been like this known about Busta Rhymes?
Oh, I knew about this like in 2012. I knew about this in 2012.
How come you think nobody else speaks up on it or says anything?
Because, bro, these people admire these people so much. They want to make sure they in the section, they at the club, they at the video shoot, they can get backstage. That matters most to them. That matters so much to people. It's crazy. Like, but if you notice, like, it's countless videos of Busta Rhymes getting mad at females for just being girls. This girl touched him one time, he go crazy, throw a drink on her and everything. See what I'm saying? Like, what? Why you getting mad at females? You go to these guys, they in the club, go to their section. It's all men in the section. That ain't weird to nobody. I'm going to the bar, sorry. Text me if it get dangerous. But there's all this club security in here, like nothing's finna happen. Nobody wanna get gas, bro. Like when I get jobs from people who really got on their life, I move way different.
But instead of laying low, Busta's antics just keep giving 50 more material to cook with. See, when Busta landed back in the hot seat, 50 didn't waste any time. If you know anything about 50, beef with him once, and it's on forever. The man turns payback into an art form. So when this mess with Busta came up, 50 was practically dancing on the timeline. Just before they were supposed to share a stage at the Humor and Harmony Fest, 50 hopped on Instagram and lit it up. He threw some slick shade by reposting that wild yellow leather outfit Busta rocked at the 1999 VMAs. You know the one. He joked, "Don't show up looking like this, even if it's designer. Come fly, not fried." Of course, Busta clapped back quick. He posted an AI-generated pic of 50 looking real suspect, then hit him with the caption, "The blessings don't stop, so we ain't never gonna stop." He even joked about it being Father's Day and told 50, "This your mirror prep for Shreveport?" The trolling was mutual, but fans could feel it. Under all the jokes, the tension was thick. Now back to Big Homie CC's claims. He wasn't done. He said this wasn't just one rumor floating around. It was a well-known secret in the nightlife scene. Promoters had a whole setup ready every time Busta showed up. Bottle service, tight security, and a fresh lineup of fine men handpicked just for him. That was the setup. And then Big Homie CC dropped one wild story that had jaws on the floor. He claimed that one night, Busta locked eyes on Don Benjamin, who just happened to be in the spot with his openly out homie. And the second Busta saw dude, it was game on. According to Big Homie, Busta moved quick, like he was on a mission. He grabbed the guy and pulled him straight into VIP, no questions asked. Once he was in, he wasn't going anywhere. Busta stuck close, hovering all night, dropping compliments like candy. Kept calling him cute over and over. It was giving full-on obsession, not just a casual flirt.
I'm walking, New York City, going to a club. It was Halloween weekend, everybody was out. And it was this party we was going to, me, my boy, and his friend that had came in from Detroit. And I'm walking across the street and Busta Rhymes just grabbed my hand. And he holding my hand. Now I ain't know it was Busta at first. Busta Rhymes tall. I'm sure I came up to about right here. So the first thing I noticed was this big ass flip mode chain that was blinding me. So I look at the chain and I look up, I'm like, "Oh, what's up, Busta? What's up?" Now he holds my hand the whole time. I'm like, "What's up, man?" He like, "What you doing?" And I was like, "Oh, me and my people, we about to go to this club around the corner. What's up, man?" And then I noticed throughout my peripheral vision, the side eye, this big bodyguard in black. Just standing there, looking around, looked at me, still looking around. Meanwhile, Busta still got my hand in his hand.
But just when it seemed like the mess had peaked, Big Homie took it even further. He claimed Busta's type has been an open secret in the industry for years. Insiders been new, but when asked why no one ever put Busta on blast, Big Homie didn't sugarcoat it. Folks didn't want to ruin their shot at clout. That VIP access, too valuable. Too many chasing that cosign instead of speaking up. And then came the real bomb. Big Homie hinted that Busta's past issues with women might not be just random anger problems. They could be tied to something deeper. Allegedly, like many men living on the low, Busta might be battling some serious inner tension, built-up resentment. And that energy, it comes out as straight-up toxic behavior. The more this story unfolds, the darker it gets. If you thought this was just one salty ex-bodyguard trying to stir up drama for clicks, nah. More men are now coming forward with receipts. Flashback to 2020. Social media personality Trip Alley hit YouTube with a wild story. He claimed Busta tried to pull him one night in New York when he was just trying to hit up a Halloween party. At first, Trip thought it was nothing, just an invite to chill in VIP regular club stuff. But the vibe? Way off. Even before they got to the club, Tripp's homeboy wasn't having it. He was straight up against partying with Busta. The convo got so heated, it turned into a full-blown street argument. Right there in the middle of NYC. Things got so tense that night, Tripp ended up canceling the whole link and found himself stranded in the city solo. But honestly, that might have been a blessing in disguise. Who knows what was really waiting for him behind that velvet rope and VIP? Fast forward to 2021, and the rumors picked up steam again. Word on the street, Busta was allegedly still out here pushing up on dudes, and the mess hit a whole new level when paparazzi reportedly caught him leaving a Pride event with a trans woman by his side. Now the plot's spinning like a soap opera. Just when it felt like the dust was settling, boom! Orlando Brown popped back up online with another one of his wild revelations. This time, he didn't just throw Diddy under the bus, he dragged Busta Rhymes in too. Claimed he had moments with multiple major industry names, Busta included. Yeah, Orlando's known for saying outrageous stuff, and a lot of folks usually shrug it off as just talk. But lately, his interview's been sounding way more focused, and if you actually listen close, some of what he's saying lines up real clean with whispers that been floating around the scene for years. Now look, if Busta's living on the low, that's his personal business. But what folks can't ignore is the long, messy trail of behavior that's followed him for decades. Let's rewind it back to 2006. Prosecutors were gearing up to hit Busta with a weapons charge after a sidewalk scuffle. And according to Billboard, dude had a full-blown machete in his car. Yeah, you heard that right, a machete, like we're in the Amazon or something. But that was just the start. In 2007, he popped back up in the headlines, this time for allegedly roughing up his own driver over money drama. He pled guilty, got slapped with 3 years probation, and kept it moving. But the heat didn't cool off. By 2009, the New York Post put him on blast again. A fan sued Busta for $75,000 after claiming he got jumped at one of Busta's shows, just for trying to dip early. Allegedly, the guy stood up mid-performance cause his favorite artist didn't show, and Busta snapped. Eyewitnesses say Busta started yelling, throwing water bottles, and even let his security sock the dude in the face like it was Monday Night Raw. All of it paints a picture that's hard to ignore. The aggression, the secrecy, the trail of lawsuits, it's all been piling up. And now, it looks like that mountain of drama's about to erupt. Like, what kind of ego does all that? Knowing how hot-headed Busta's been for years, it actually tracks why he and Diddy been tight for so long. But the mess doesn't stop at just their tempers. Word on the street, they might also share the same type when it comes to men. And we're talking way younger. People started giving Busta major side-eye when the first wave of allegations against Diddy hit. Instead of keeping his distance or staying quiet like most celebs, Busta jumped out with a PSA telling fans not to jump to conclusions and to keep opinions to themselves. Wait, what? Nah, bro. When that many people are speaking up about serious, disturbing stuff, especially involving minors, you telling folks to shut up? That's not neutral. That's defending Diddy. And now that things have blown up with raids, lawsuits, and a full-on indictment, suddenly Busta's out here acting like he barely even knows Diddy. Really? Meanwhile, 50 Cent's cooking up a tell-all Diddy doc, and sources say Busta's name is front and center. And yes, we are here for it. 50 was one of the first to avoid Diddy's scene, and now he's dropping names with receipts. If Busta's involved, he better be ready for what's coming. Let's be clear, 50 might be wild on Instagram, but he don't move sloppy. Behind the scenes, he's been watching everybody. While they were sipping champagne in penthouses, he was plotting, quiet, calculated, and waiting for the right moment to expose it all. And that moment, it's now. Word is 50's Diddy documentary is about to rock the entire industry. And knowing 50, there won't be filters, no sugarcoating, just cold truth and receipts that hit like a punch to the gut. And guess what? Busta's name is allegedly deep in that mix. While there's no official drop date yet, what is confirmed is that G-Unit Films is backing this project, and it's headed straight to Netflix. Even crazier, the director is Emmy winner Alex Stapleton. So, don't expect some low-budget expose, this is serious storytelling with heavyweight production. Now here's where it gets juicy. Sources close to Busta say he's sweating bullets. Word is, he's been making frantic calls, trying to get ahead of what's about to come out. Some even claim he straight up warned 50 to leave his name out of the doc. But have you met 50 Cent? That man lives for drama like this. If anything, Busta trying to shut him down probably just guaranteed us a season 2. So the real question is, why all the behind-the-scenes panic? If there's really nothing to hide, then why all this hush-hush behavior? Something's not adding up. This saga? Oh, it's far from over. If 50 is truly about to spill everything, this could be the biggest industry shakeup in decades. Drop your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Juicy Scoop TV, because the next video is about to get even crazier.